In this section, I'm going to be talking to you about the creams we can use within the Dermavigils range. So what I want to get across now is I want you to change the way you may think about using a cream, because I'm now going to tell you about creams and you're going to think, okay, this is what the creams are, what cream can work on my client's skin. What I want you to do is I don't want you to think, what creams do I have? I want you to think, what does this skin in front of me need from a cream? Because if you take that angle of it, it's going to be a lot easier to put the skin to the cream. Because you've got to have a lot of things into the picture as to choosing a cream. Does the client, is she got a lipid dry skin, like a skin that is crying out for more oil? Is her skin sort of quite oily, so she needs less oil in her cream? Does she travel a lot? Does she fly a lot? What's the time of year? Because in the winter you might need a lighter cream, in the summer you might need a richer cream. So always think of the skin, not the cream. And I also want you to always think about the weather conditions and where that skin is going. So even though it may be the summer, your client might be deciding to fly a long haul flight somewhere sort of very, very cold. So her creams will need to be tweaked depending on where she's going to take the skin. In the winter months, I'm not a great fan of maybe choosing a richer cream for a client. I sometimes might keep on the cream she uses and then I add to it. And I call that a little bit like in the winter months, you'll put an overcoat on. So I always say to my clients that what I want you to do is you're going to need to have an overcoat, something extra to put on your skin in the winter months. And as I've talked to you about the creams, I'm going to explain to you what are the overcoats and what ones you can use. And then you begin to understand what you need for your client's skin. We have got quite stuck in thinking that a one size fits all and one client should have one cream and that's it. I want you to open your mind to thinking a client can have different creams at home depending on her skin's needs. Your skin will change. So we don't always eat the same food, we don't wear the same clothes. So why should we always have the same cream? So Dermavigils gives you that versatility, the diverseness of it, so you're able to do that. So hopefully that's a start, and I'm now going to tell you about the creams and how they. So the classic creams are what we call our off-the-shelf creams. They're 50 ml, and we have it in classic, high classic, and high classic plus. The classic is going to be more for your oilier, congested problem skin, so it's quite matte. Your high classic is going to be your go-to if the skin is more or less on a normal level, doesn't have too many problems or too many issues. And your high classic plus is going to be if the skin's that little bit more, it's what I would call lipid dry. So it's lacking in oil, it needs something a bit more richer. They are all very user friendly, they are very easy to use. Less is more, you don't need a whole huge dollop of it. My view is you put a little bit on, massage it in, and if you need more, you add. They're very easy, very simple, and to be honest with you, can't go wrong. So my view, sometimes what I might do to a client is I might put on high classic in the summer months and I might change to the plus in the winter months, and depending on where she's going and what her holiday situation is. But very lovely, easy to use creams. We're now going to talk to you about the vitamin serum and the vitamin serum plus. These two creams are very similar in composition. The difference is, as you can imagine, the one that's called plus is going to be a richer cream and the vitamin serum is a lighter cream. Even though I've called them vitamin serum, they are, if you look on the German site, they call them vitamin masks or vitamin cream masks. And we took away the name mask because in the UK, mask is something you would leave on or put on, leave on for 10 minutes and wash off. And they're not really a mask. They're in between a cream and a serum. So again, depending on the skin, will depend on who would use the vitamin serum range. So for me personally, the vitamin serum is something you can use on a teenage skin, a skin that is just beginning to starting to use a cream. It's quite light, it's packed with A, C, E and D panthenol. It's a lovely all-round starter product. It may not be something more of a mature skin will need because it may not have enough of the lipid content in. So that's where the Vitamin Serum Plus comes in, because it is a little bit more oily, a little bit more hydrating for the skin. So as I said, vitamin serum is great for the teenage younger skins. It's a lot matte, it just absorbs in lovely, and the Vitamin Serum Plus is just richer. Then the question is, who would have these creams? Why do I need it? You've just talked about High Classic and High Classic Plus. So I might start, someone, say a client comes to me, or I've got a skin in front of me that they're serious about the skincare, but they just want something easy, off the shelf, packed with some nice, good active ingredients. This is a really lovely place to start. And then I might tweak it and change it depending on the skin. I might let them have a tube of vitamin serum, and then I might maybe make them a blend one day with a prescriptive High Classic, or I might put them on the High Classic. So you've got the versatility, you've got the change, you've got the variety of the creams. If you say, say you've not come with training with me and this is your first experience of using these creams, what I'm happy to do is to give you little samples. When you do an order, I'm not going to just, send you a sample, that's a bit daft. But when you order some products and you want to play around just to feel the texture of these creams, just to see how do they go on, how do they feel, there'll be something on the website which will just be a tester. And we will send you like a little 5 ml little tub of it, just for you to have a feel of the different consistencies of them, just so you get an idea of what you're actually recommending to your clients. Because I do appreciate it's hard when you're starting with the range, well, what's going to work for who? But I personally use a Vitamin Serum Plus on my own skin in the winter months. I might do that overcoat, so my Vitamin Serum Plus could be my overcoat cream. And I play around with different ones, to be honest with you, all during the year, just so it gives the skin a bit of a change as well. So there again, the Vitamin Serum range is a lovely 2 products, a really lovely off-the-shelf, easy to use products, depending on the skin. The hydrating lotion is in a spray bottle. And when you spray it on, it's actually quite a watery substance. It's like liquid, but very, very, very creamy. So the hydrating lotion we use a lot for preteen teenage skins, especially when a young girl, say they've been, or even a boy, have been overwashing their skin, and they have stripped all the natural lipids away and the skin's inflamed and red. So you want to put back those oils back into the tissue. The hydrating lotion is your go-to product. It comes in 2 sizes. You've got the 30 ml or the 150 ml. And it is an ideal place for a teenager to use, because they don't want that oily, rich, heavy, because they think it's going to bring them out in spots. But as skin therapists, we know they do need to put something lipidy onto the tissue to give it that hydration. So I would say hydrating lotion, great for teenagers and sort of preteen skins. It can also be used as a lovely body lotion because it sprays. You can spray it over the whole body. It's really an amazing body lotion. The hydrating lotion can be used as I'd call my overcoat. So in the winter months, if someone thinks they need a little bit more, they can use the hydrating lotion. Or it can also be used in the summer months as a very light cream, and it's easy to use as it is in the spray. It can be used for dry, itchy scalps. It can be used as a leave-in hair conditioner. So it's a very versatile product. But again, it's when you feel it, it is so light and so it feels like nothing. But then when it goes on the skin, it absorbs in straight away. The skin feels completely sort of hydrated, but without any residue. So it is personally, it's one of my top creams. I love the hydrating lotion. I use it a lot as a body lotion. Now, Moisturiser Plus. The Moisturiser Plus you can use it again as a body cream. It is a really luxury, amazing body cream for someone who's got very dry skins. It's also the most perfect product, skincare, off the shelf product to use. It comes in 150 and a 50 ml. So the 50 ml is great to use on a skin that is eczema, extremely dry. These skins that are so parched, like high coloured red skins, even though you think Moisturiser Plus it's going to be quite rich, it's not. Again, it's a little bit like the hydrating lotion. You put it on and it feels quite watery, and you put it on the skin and it just absorbs. You need a little. You don't want a lot of these creams. Little and often is the way. Due to the evening primrose in it, it actually does help with eczema and extremely dry skins. The secret is for those skins is you do not think for 1 second that one application is going to be enough for these skins during the course of the day. It's a bit like saying when you diet you're only going to have one bit of food to eat. You need to eat little and often. So with the Moisturiser Plus, you need to explain to put the cream on a little bit all the time so the skin doesn't get too parched or too dried out. We've got a lot of clients on the Moisturiser Plus who have got that extremely dry skins, and to be honest with you, they all think it is the bee's knees and it does something that no other skins have done. So sometimes don't always think that the oilier the better. You just need the right composition of the cream for these skins. So again, my view is with the Dermavigils, you try it and you see. So it's not about it, every skin is different, no two skins are the same. So you know what, just try, and that's why we've got the small bottles and the smaller size containers, so you can trial a lot of these products to your clients to see, does this work for this skin? So don't think you're going to get it right first time. It doesn't always work that way. Play around, see what's going to work, but once you get the correct cream for the skin will just say thank you very much and be happy. That simple. So yeah, so 2 really lovely creams. We're now going to talk about the oleogel. Now the oleogel is quite a unique product. The word oleogel, if you Google oleogels, what they are, they're products which do not contain water. So what I do with the oleogel, I call this product like the modern day Vaseline. So where the Vaseline is using like a petroleum jelly, which is a paraffin, that is what we all call, it's occlusive. So if you put Vaseline on the skin and then put water onto the skin, that water will not absorb into the tissue. Vaseline is a completely sealant practically for the skin. So what you've got to remember when you put a Vaseline on, that water can't get in, but then your water can't get out. And from the structural function of the skin, we need transepidermal water loss to make that skin function properly. So what an oleogel will do, it will allow the natural water to escape, to come out from the skin. So it's not occlusive, it's what we would call semi-occlusive. So oleogel would be when you would use a Vaseline, to be honest with you, for scrapes and burns and bites and things. You just put it on, and you need a smidgen, as it comes in 2 sizes. You do not need a lot. For lips, for under the eyes when things are quite dry cuticles, dry feet. To be honest, it's one of those sort of things, you would have the oleogel at home and you would use it as and when. I had one client that had to climb Kilimanjaro, as one does, and she took a couple of pots of this with her, and she said it saved her skin. And if anything, she says when one of her friends realised what she had with her with the oleo, she became the most popular person on the trek because everyone wanted to share her special cream that was saving skins. So not to be underestimated, and to be honest with you, it's something you would just have at home as you would a pot of Vaseline. And there's not a time when I would say you shouldn't use it. The only thing I would say is don't overload it, because if you put too much on, you're going to flood the skin with it, and then if you've got like a rosacea skin or reactive skin, it could go the other way if you put too much of a good thing on. So less is more, little and often, but a very nice product. So I've talked to you about the oleogel, which is what I said is semi-occlusive. What happened was the oleogel came out first, and then Hans brought out 3 other products. They are called, if you look on the German site and the rest around the world, they're called Oleogel R, Oleogel K, and Oleogel Plus or something. What we did is we renamed these products, called OM Ointment, OM for rosacea, and OM for babies. And the reason we renamed them is I called them OM because O for oleogel, M for moisturiser. So where the oleogel was only just a bottle of lipids, it's just all oils, the OM ointments have some moisturizing agents in it. So this is like an oleogel meets a moisturizer. And to be honest with you, the OM ointment was the first one that came out, and it is silk in a bottle. I cannot underplay this product. It's been phenomenal. I mean, I would put it this: most of my clients have now got OM ointment at home. I've said to them they need to apply it in the cold months, some use it in the winter months. You will get to know when your skin needs your OM ointment. Now, the reason he brought out OM for rosacea is because if you overload, you put too much oil, even with a rosacea skin, their skin sometimes can be quite dry and quite parched. But due to that underlying inflammatory response, with a rosacea skin, too much of anything is just too much because they've got too much heat, too much inflammation. So the OM for rosacea has got active agents in it like alizoic acid, and it's got less of that oil level. So you can put the OM for rosacea on rosacea skins, of course, but it will give them that oil content, it will give them a hydration, but without flaring the skin up. And again, it is, again, a phenomenal product. OM for baby speaks for itself. It is used for nappy rash, baby's cheeks, baby skins, anything to do with dryness, to do with babies, or just general well-being of baby skin. It's got chamomile in it and a lot of other active ingredients, and it is a really lovely oily product that goes on really easily and just absorbs in. We've done quite a few tests with this, and every single person that took it home to use on their newborns or toddlers have all come back and said, what a great product. So with these products, they work, they do what they say they do, but as no two skins are the same, it's hard to exactly pinpoint what it does. Again, it's one of those sort of things you would have at home. So I would say every household, for if you want to look after your skin, would have OM ointment if you've just got a normal skin, OM if you've got an underlying rosacea problem, and OM for babies if you've got a baby. So yeah, you can't really go too wrong with them, and they last forever, and you need so little of it. Really, a small amount goes a long way. Do not overload the skin with these products. Otherwise, too much is just too much. So we're now going to be talking about the eye care, and to be honest with you, most clients at some stage are going to need to be using a separate cream for their eyes. The Eye Gel Plus says you've got two different creams you can buy off the shelf, and then if you have got clients who are very worried or concerned about their eyes, you can make a prescriptive eye serum for them. So what you can do, let me talk about the Eye Gel Plus first. So when you look at your client's skin, depending on her age and what she's done to her skin and the reasons why, because there's always going to be a reason why the skin's looking how it's looking. But if you look under the eyes, and sometimes you get either little white small baby minute, they're not milia, but it's a bit like the skin's just a bit like lipid dry. There's not enough oil. The oil's not, it's not soft, the skin, it's a little bit lumpy and bumpy. And sometimes you get very fine lines around the eyes here, or very fine lines here, and that can be caused by either using too rich an eye cream or not a rich enough eye cream, overwashing, not using the right cleanser, my makeup remover that might be too oily. If you think some of the pads with eye makeup removers are quite oily, so that can cause all those little a build-up of too much oil around the eye. So don't always rely on an eye care product to solve the problem. Find out what was the cause, what else they're using. So always make sure, because what could happen, you'll put them on the Eye Gel Plus and think, yeah, that's going to work brilliantly, and it doesn't work. And the first thing you're going to think is, oh, that product didn't work. But the chances are, I can tell you now, that product will work. It will change the way the texture of the skin is around the eye. Only if you take away the problem that might be causing the cause at the end of the day. So make sure she's not using anything else around the eyes that could be having that negative effect to the eye tissue. And always remember that when you put an eye cream on the lids as well and underneath, and a very small amount, do not overload the eyes. Now the difference between the Eye Gel Plus and the eye cream Don't think just because it's called an eye gel, it is just a gel. It is actually, it lasts forever, and it is actually the most wonderful product, because it really does put back that hydration without being too oily or too rich. Personally, I'm a great fan of the Eye Gel Plus. The eye cream is good. It's got more of an anti-aging ingredients in it, like Kigelia. Um, so there's no hard and fast rules. It's not like the Eye Gel Plus is better or the eye cream is better. I would say if you've got someone who's worried about the eyes, I alternate them. I might let my client have the Eye Gel Plus one time, then she goes to the eye cream, and then we alternate depending on what her eyes are doing. Or if her eyes are working on the Eye Gel Plus and she likes it, she's happy with it, I might stick her with the Eye Gel Plus. So again, play around with it, see what you prefer, see what works for each one. Now the eye gel serum, so it's a prescriptive serum, so you will get a bottle which has got your base gel. So you can put in it sort of the actives you use for an eye serum would be Butcher's for dark circles, and to strengthen the capillaries and to strengthen the skin. You've also got caffeine, which helps with circulation, so that's going to help with your dark circles. Kigelia will help to tighten and firm that muscles around the area. You can put hyaluronic liposome in that to make it really rich and hydrating and to the skin to hold on to its natural water content. So that's a few you can use with to make a prescriptive eye serum. There are other ones you can play around with if you like, depending on the tissue in front of you, depending on the skin and why you're going to blend. I have been known to sometimes not put gel in it, and I might, if depending on the client's needs, I might just put some eye gel plus in it or the eye cream. So depending on what you do will depend on, you know, the product that you're going to be giving to your client. But don't underestimate eye products. They are necessary, they are needed, and they work. So that's the most important thing, that you actually get the results that you are promising. Sun creams. You can't have a skincare range without having your sun cream. Sun creams are part and parcel of looking after your skin, and to be honest with you, a sun cream is a sun cream. So what we've got in the Dermavisuals range, we have a 15 and a 30. So depending on what the client, where they're going, what they're doing, where they're going to be on holiday, what their skin type is like, will depend on what the preference is. I have found these creams to be very, very successful. Clients who have always had problems with breakouts or spots with other sun creams, or reactive skins that react to other sun creams, due to the Dermavisuals base, the DMS base in the product, means that these creams, these sun creams, do not react to the skin, and the skin stays happy in the sun, and you get your protection as well. We've had gentlemen who have used this cream on their head for if they've been bald, and they've said the 30 has worked a treat for them and they didn't burn. So all in all, good feedback and quite a positive two creams. The self tan is actually a really nice product. You can use it neat on the face and chest, even on the body, or you can blend it. So what I've done sometimes is put half a tube of self tan and blended it in an empty tube with the hydrating lotion, given it a good shake, and then you have like a gradual self tan. So you can spray it on and it just gradually enhances the colour. So ideal for the face. Doesn't cause as many blackheads, won't react to the skin or cause any problems with the skin. So really nice, and it goes a really lovely colour as well gradually. So yeah, quite a nice product to use. The body range, very straightforward, very easy. We've got a lovely body lotion which is for all skin types. I've mentioned before about the Moisturiser Plus for more of the drier skins. So the body lotion, if there's no real issues with the body skin, there's no real underlying dryness, someone just wants a really lovely, safe, easy to use body cream, the DMS one is easy, simple. Anyone that has taken it from us have said, yeah, lovely, and their skin does look good. It looks really quite healthy. Hand creams, there are hundreds of hand creams on the market, but to be honest with you, if you find me a hand cream that can actually work, this hand cream, it does work. It really does. If you've been outdoors or you've been overwashing your hands or your hands have become quite dry due to the cold weather, the DMS hand cream really does do what it's meant to do. If you've got hands which are prone to eczema or contact dermatitis, I would suggest you might mix it with the OM ointment. That works really quite well. But the most important thing is with hand creams is application, application, application. So it's something that I might give my client a small bottle to decanter into, and then so she's always got her hand cream on her. So she's always reapplying, always keeping those hands, the skin on the hands, hydrated and moist. Hand and body and the sensitive shampoo speaks for itself. If you've got a skin that is prone to eczema, a reactive skin, a sensitive skin, a skin that dries out, but from overwashing with soaps and things, these two products will not overstrip the skin. For dandruff, sensitive scalp, the shampoo works wonders. We've had a lot of people that have come to us with psoriasis or dandruff issues, which is just an extremely dry scalp. Find that the shampoo really does work and stops the itch that other too strong shampoos can upset the tissue on the scalp. So again, two really lovely products. Ideal for babies as well, so they don't upset the natural lipids on their skin. So yeah, all in all, very nice. Last but not least, we're on the last page now. So the last four products, again, very easy to explain. The lip balm. I'm not a great fan of lip balms. I'm not one to suffer from dry lips. I suppose I've always used the Oleo gel when my lips do get dry. But we did get quite an extreme winter last year. So my lips did dry out for the first time ever. And I did think, well, people think the lip balm's good. Let's give it a whirl. And I was actually slightly impressed with it. You put it on and it actually does, the hydration does stay on, and you don't feel as if you've got a heavy lip balm on, which I don't like the feel of. So I've got clients who do suffer really badly from severe dry lips. Everyone that has taken the lip balm home with them have all come back and said it's one of the best lip balms they've used. So for me, that speaks volumes. So if you've got someone who suffers from dry lips, try the lip balm. Rose oil, rosehip oil and avocado oil, you can use these in treatment, very easy, nice to use in a massage, or if you've got someone who wants to use an oil, it's a nice product to use at home. It's not something I recommend too much for clients because of the OM and the Oleo. I think they are actually, personally for myself, better products for the skin. But if someone wants to do a face massage or a baby massage, they are really nice oils to use. And the Tenofone, the last product, the Tenofone is actually something quite special. The fact we haven't relabeled this product because the fact is a Tenofone means it's actually quite a special bath oil. So you'd run your bath and you'd get into the bath and then you'd put a cup full and then you'd swish the water around. And what the Tenofone will do, due to its composition, the breakdown of the oils will adhere to your skin and they stick to the skin. And then when you come out of the bath, you've got the oil on your skin and it's not in the bath. And it actually does hydrate the skin. It is brilliant for baby skin, eczema skin, skins that are extremely dry. It soothes a dry skin. It takes down the redness of an eczema skin. You can use it neat on the skin. So what I'd suggest you do is you would maybe make your skin slightly damp and then massage it on with your hands, leave it on for a few minutes, and then you can either jump in the bath to rinse it off or jump in the shower to rinse it off. That works really well. I mean, it really does take down, and it's little and often, and the more you use, the better the results. We have used it, we use it in treatment in some of the masks, and it can be used as a leave-on hair oil. It works brilliantly if you leave it in your hair. So wet your hair slightly because you do need water to make it activate it. So have damp hair, massage it on, massage it into the scalp, pull it into the hair, sort of leave it in for a good, say, 24 hours. You will wash your hair and your hair will feel like silk. So yes, they're quite versatile and, you know, sort of diverse in their own sort of work. So yeah, so the Tenofone is a really nice bath oil. So I think that is it for creams and things. I think hopefully I've explained everything. If you have any questions, any queries, any concerns, email me, come back to me, talk to me. As I work with these products day in, day out, I sort of know a lot more than maybe I can explain in a video. So, and we can, you know, your concerns for the skins you treat might be different than what I've mentioned. So don't be shy, don't be scared. This is what I am here for, here to help and happy to help. Hope you enjoyed watching.